Hi everyone, I'm Donna Stellhorn, your practical astrologer, and today we are talking about the solar eclipse. It is on March 29. It's at 9 degrees of Aries. This is the last Aries eclipse that we're going to have until October 2032. And then on March 30, Neptune goes into the sign of Aries for the first time in 164 years. What does this mean for you? That's what we're going to talk about. For those of you who are new, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. We're going to do a short overview, and then we're going to look at your sign in particular and love and money. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you would like a copy of your chart so you can follow along in these videos, I'll send you a PDF. There's a link in the description. An eclipse closes a door in your life, and it forces you to move forward. We had 18 months of Aries Libra eclipses, and this put a focus on yourself and one-on-one relationships. And 2 weeks ago, we started the 18-month cycle of Virgo Pisces eclipses, where the focus is on taking our spiritual ideas and our vision of what could be and applying this to our daily lives. Eclipses disrupt the status quo. And as disruptive as they are, it is almost always the case that we look back on these times and think that it was necessary and beneficial. But at the time, it can feel uncomfortable. This particular eclipse is at 9 degrees of Aries. I give a 5-degree orb. That means if you have any planets between 4 degrees and 14 degrees, you are getting hit by this eclipse. If you have planets in Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn, you're getting a harder hit. And if this eclipse falls within 5 degrees of your birthday, you are getting a direct hit. So that means that some aspect in your life is going to change. We'll talk about where the changes might be for you when we talk about the individual signs. But it is beneficial for you to look at your life and what you have been wishing to change, even though maybe you're not feeling ready for that change. Because when you ask questions like that, when you say what should change in my life, what could change in my life, you are starting to train your mind to look for opportunities. Now, we had a very similar eclipse back in October 2024. It was on October 2nd, and it was at 10 degrees of Libra. Libra is the opposite sign to Aries, and so there is a similar energy. So think about what was happening back in October of 2024. Maybe you are finishing up some of that energy with this current eclipse, or maybe you need to make some additional changes in that same area of life, or maybe somehow you avoided making a change then, and now the changes are happening. Now, besides this eclipse, on March 30, Neptune goes into the sign of Aries. It did this last time on April 13th, 1861. Now, for you history buffs out there, you may recognize that date. That was the day after the Civil War in the United States began. And so that back then was all about divisions, and right now we are a very divided people. Energies like this tend to repeat, giving us an opportunity to improve and make things better. Neptune represents our vision, the idealized version of what we want to create in our lives. But it also rules nightmares and fear. And so it's both the utopian ideas and the dystopian ones. It's two sides of the same coin. Since our thoughts become our actions and our actions become our life, it's important now to find the vision of what it is you want to create in your life. And then you'll be able to work to make that a reality. Now, I know that does not sound easy in this world today, but it's worth trying. It's worth working towards. And with Neptune, it doesn't mean keeping your head in the clouds. Your vision may include very practical things that you're doing, maybe in your community to fight for your kids' education, or to keep books in schools, or to have equality and opportunity for everyone. And then soon Saturn's going to enter the sign of Aries. And so with Saturn, the ideas that you formulated using the Neptune energy, then the Saturn sees as blueprints, and it starts constructing your life. Okay, Aries, this is your eclipse, this is your new moon, and this is the beginning of your lunar year. And so over the next month, the more new seeds you plant, the more new things you do, the bigger your harvest will be in a few months. So you really want to try new things, meet new people, go to new places, and this is perfect for you because you like to do these pioneering things. You like to be first. You like to go out and experience new things. So you really want to lean into that thing that you do anyway. So because that's going to help you make the connections, find the opportunities, and have that big harvest. Aries, you have the gift of will, and that means you can make things happen because you will it to be so. And now Neptune is going to add to that energy as it goes into your own sign because the boundaries between yourself and everything that you want are starting to dissolve. That means that you're going to meet people who inspire you. You're going to meet people who challenge you. You're going to meet people who make you stronger. And through that, and Neptune's in your sign for like 14 years, this gives you all this time to manifest what it is that you really want. And if you would like to know more about what's ahead for you in 2025 and 2026, I do readings. There's a link in the description. Now, when it comes to love relationships, specifically new love, even though the sun's not making an aspect with Mars, the sun is in Aries, so it has that hidden aspect because Aries is ruled by Mars. So you can meet somebody new. You have really good energy here for love relationships, even though it's an eclipse, and it can make the relationship either have a volatile start or have quite a bit of excitement as it gets going. That's not something that I think you're going to shy away from. So if you want to meet someone, all you need to do is start getting out of the house and connecting with new people. Now, when it comes to existing love relationships, Mars is making a trine to Venus, and Venus is going backwards, making that trine even closer. So this means that you have harmony in your love relationship. This means that you can come together for a shared goal, that when you are together, you're luckier, you understand each other, you can even possibly finish each other's sentences. So you have harmony over this eclipse period for about 2 weeks. Now, when it comes to your money, you pull money from Venus, which is retrograde and moving to conjunct the North Node. This combination means that there is something that you know you want to do, and for some reason you've been procrastinating on it. So now Venus is going backward to give you another opportunity to investigate this thing. And maybe it's that you want to start a channel, and you're recording video, but you're not posting, or you have an idea for a book, but you haven't written it down. You want to do some art, but you haven't started drawing or painting or whatever your modality is. Like, this is a time where you want to go back to something you were thinking of doing and start it. And when you're doing North Node energy, it's not the easiest. It can feel challenging. It can feel risky even. And yet if you take it in small steps and just continuously work at it, you will find that the way opens up actually quite quickly. Now, when it comes to money from business or from investments, Venus is making an out-of-sign sextile with Pluto. Now, a sextile means that there is some opportunity to make more money over this next 2 weeks. There is some sort of connection with a group or organization. Maybe you're finding an investment group or a bunch of business guys or doing a mastermind. But there is something where as you connect with other people, maybe you find someone to collaborate with, maybe someone just gives you a great idea that you can apply to your own investing or business. But you do have an opportunity to do quite well over the next 2 weeks. Now, when it comes to money from your career, so that would be a paycheck, Venus is making a sextile to Uranus, and because Venus is going retrograde or is retrograde, it is actually tightening up this aspect, so you have more opportunities. And so some things that maybe were delayed before or seemed nebulous now suddenly become very clear, and you can take a step forward, maybe to talk to your boss about a raise or to find some other job that pays you more money. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Consider signing up for my newsletter where I talk about astrological happenings every week. And if you would like to know personally what is up for you in 2025 and 2026, I do readings. There's a link in the description, and I will see you in the next video.